In the annals of history, few events have had as profound an impact on global geopolitics as the thawing of relations between the Soviet Union and the rest of the world during the Cold War era. Locked in a bitter ideological struggle with the West, the Soviet Union initially stood as a symbol of isolation and secrecy, its borders tightly guarded and its society veiled in mystery. However, beneath the facade of iron discipline and rigid control, a gradual shift was underway, a movement towards openness and engagement with the international community. The journey towards openness began tentatively, marked by incremental steps and cautious diplomacy. In the aftermath of World War II, the Soviet Union emerged as a superpower, its influence extending across vast swaths of Eastern Europe and Asia. Yet, despite its military might and ideological fervor, the Soviet leadership recognized the need for engagement with the outside world. Thus, initiatives such as cultural exchanges and diplomatic dialogues were initiated, laying the groundwork for a gradual thaw in East-West relations. One of the pivotal moments in this process was the era of détente, a period of relative relaxation of tensions between the superpowers. Spearheaded by leaders such as Nikita Khrushchev and Leonid Brezhnev, détente saw a series of landmark agreements aimed at reducing the risk of nuclear conflict and promoting cooperation in areas such as trade and arms control. The signing of treaties such as SALT I and the Helsinki Accords signaled a willingness on the part of the Soviet Union to engage in constructive dialogue with its adversaries, setting the stage for a new era of diplomacy. Yet, perhaps the most significant catalyst for openness was the ascent of Mikhail Gorbachev to power in 1985. A reform-minded leader with a vision for revitalizing the stagnant Soviet economy and society, Gorbachev embarked on a bold course of restructuring perestroika and openness glasnost. Under his leadership, long-suppressed grievances and dissenting voices were given a platform, leading to a wave of political and social upheaval across the Soviet bloc. The impact of Gorbachev's reforms reverberated far beyond the borders of the Soviet Union, reshaping the global landscape and hastening the end of the Cold War. The dismantling of the Berlin Wall in 1989 symbolized the collapse of the Iron Curtain and the opening of Eastern Europe to the world. Meanwhile, Gorbachev's diplomatic overtures towards the West, epitomized by his meetings with U.S. President Ronald Reagan, helped diffuse tensions and pave the way for arms reduction agreements such as INF and START. Yet, the road to openness was not without its challenges and setbacks. Economic hardship, political resistance, and nationalist movements posed formidable obstacles to Gorbachev's reforms, culminating in the eventual dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991. The aftermath of the Soviet collapse brought both newfound freedoms and profound uncertainties as former Soviet republics grappled with the complexities of nation-building and transition to democracy. Today, the legacy of the Soviet Union's journey towards openness continues to shape the contours of global politics. The end of the Cold War marked a pivotal moment in history, heralding the dawn of a new era characterized by globalization, interconnectedness, and the pursuit of multilateral cooperation. Yet, amidst the optimism and progress, the lessons of the Cold War remain ever relevant, serving as a reminder of the enduring importance of dialogue, diplomacy, and the pursuit of peace in an uncertain world. In conclusion, the story of how the Soviet Union opened to the world is a testament to the power of leadership, vision, and the human spirit. From the depths of the Cold War emerged a transformative movement towards openness and engagement, reshaping the geopolitical landscape and forging new pathways towards a more interconnected and peaceful future.